So about 6 to 8 months ago, I got a group of these long fin Danios, and I've wanting to breed them ever since. So now I finally got the opportunity. These are the females and they look even better from the top. There is a different color in this. This is the bright yellow color, as you can see over here. But I don't have this one. I have these green ones, and today let's set up a tank for them because I don't have a breeding tank ready. So first we'll take this breeding tank. It's about 2 gallons and let's fill it up with water. So I'm going to fill this up about 3/4 of the way. So now we're going to put some plants in this. What the plant is going to do is going to give the eggs a place to cling on and to shelter the eggs from the parents. Because what's going to happen is the Danios are an egg scatterer. They scatter their eggs and they end up eating them. So we don't want this to happen, and that is why we're putting in these plants. The plants will give some space for the eggs to just lay unseen, and it will give the Danios a sense of satisfaction and a safe feeling so that they lay their eggs properly. So now I'm just putting some stones and some pebbles on them just to hold it down because these are floating plants. So I've used hornwort and hair moss. So now this tank is almost ready. It's already set up. Let's go and get the fish for this. So here I have my parents, the breeders. I'm draining the tank. Oh, the water is really green. Yeah, don't mind that. It's just a lot of nutrients in the water. So here I have my fish in the bag. They're all ready. And now let's put them into their breeding tank. So I'll just pour this water in here. It's already temperature acclimated and all, so don't worry about all of that. So now let the fish settle in. I'm going to put off the lights. There's a lot of oxygen already in the water. There's a pump, there's a tube at the back. And this is how the Danios breed. This is another video that I've taken just for reference. So they roam around each other like this, and the female will scatter the eggs, and when she does that, the male will fertilize them. So as you can see, my Danios are also doing the same thing. They are running behind the female. So there are about 4 males behind one female. The other female has already finished laying the eggs, I guess. So as you can see, they are doing their mating ritual. And it's quite interesting to see this. So we have got little bit eggs in this batch. They're not scattering a lot of eggs. They're scattering very few eggs. Maybe I'll have to breed them one more time after this. As you can see, there are almost 3 males and 1 female. We have seen this somewhere. So the more the males, the more the difference in genetics that you get. So that is why the ratio is like this. So now here's another video where you can see the Danios scattering their eggs. See, you can see the small particles fall. Those are all their eggs. See, they've just scattered them. Yeah, that's how they scatter their eggs.
We have successfully bred them and there are eggs in that. That's a good sign.
So here, this is about 4 days later. The fry have hatched and they are free swimming. I've removed all of the plants out, and you can see the fry. They're so small, they're microscopic. These are about 1 mm long, 1 mm big. So I was trying to get a side view over here, but you cannot. The water is cloudy because I have been feeding them egg yolk. So let's shift them to the bigger tank and see how they're doing. So here they are in a fully functioning tank. There are snails in this tank, as you can see on the bottom, and there are all these small microscopic fry swimming around. You can see them over here. They are so small that the camera can't even pick them up. But you can see these green dots and white dots swimming around. These are the fry. So that's how small they are. And I've got shrimp to clean up the leftover food so that it doesn't clog up and fog up the tank. The snails also do the same. That is why there are a lot of snails and a lot of shrimp. So some of these snails, whenever they get too much, I feed them to my fahaka puffer. So that is all kept in check. here I'm trying to focus it on this baby, but the camera just won't pick it up. So I'm guessing there are anyways between about 100 to 200 fry this time. Last time we had got about 500 fry. So, but a lot of them have that. Here's one of the shrimp. He's cleaning himself. So yeah, like I was saying, there was a lot of fry last time. This time we have not even got half. So this entire tank was filled with fry last time. But there are a lot of they have already got their fluorescent colors, as you can see. So people who are saying that these are color injected and all, no, that's not the case. Their genes has changed just to get that colored marker. So here is the tank with the previous batch, and these are about 1 centimeter long right now. 1 to 1.5 centimeters, a little less than 1 inch. This is how big they got. So there are two types: the white ones that you could see in the small ones, they become the blue ones over here, and the fluorescent green, they remain green itself. See, as you can see, this one has this long fin. So the genes have transferred, the long fin genes, but they have not transferred to all of them. So we got long fin blues, short fin blues, long fin greens, short fin greens. So I've transferred some of them over here. These are the runts. These are very small, and I've put them in guppies. So these are my breeding guppies. I'm trying to breed them. There's a trio of them in this, and as you can see, these ones are really small. They're not growing only, so I put them over here. And here down are the parents, with some of the bigger fry that have been ready to breed. So they look good from the top. Look at how long the fins are. They look like dragons. So if you like this video, subscribe. I'll see you with new ones.